Hi guys, so it's my 2 months on T mark today, or tomorrow, it's 2 months on T tomorrow. So I thought I'd make a video, and I can't remember everything now, so I might have to make it 2 parts to this, because I kind of want to document stuff, but I didn't write it down as it was happening, and so I've completely forgotten everything I was going to say. It's really annoying. Just to go through some really quick, physical changes. Firstly, more hair, and becoming more visible and more noticeable, to me at least. My voice is still changing a lot, sort of, it's deeper, then it's higher, then it's got a different tone and quality. Kind of I feel like every single time I talk, it sort of comes out differently, really. And my face as well, I'm pretty sure has changed. I caught myself in the mirror, and I don't know, it sort of didn't look the same. I can't work out where the change is. I think it might be there, because I was reading today, hence I keep playing with my glasses, and they just don't fit as well. They're quite tight now in a way that they used to fit before. I've got shoulders. I'm very proud of my shoulders. I like them. They make me feel good. And growing pains, they suck ass. It's horrible. I don't know, I can't explain it as anything other than growing pains. Just muscles in my legs just kill, and joints ache, and I'm just not enjoying that at all. But they're not, they're not too bad, and they don't happen that often, so it's bearable. In life news, I went to the FTM London Christmas party. It was awesome. I was a bit nervous about it, because I don't know, to be honest, kind of going and meeting a room full of people where you nominally only have one thing in common, and you might not even have that in common. It can go a number of ways, really, can't it? But as it was absolutely brilliant. Met some people I already knew, met some people I hadn't had a chance to meet properly before, and really, really enjoyed myself. And then we all went out after it was done to another pub, and I had lots of fun. It was great. And it was really nice, and if anybody's ever thinking of going and is a bit nervous, it was just so community spirited. Everybody was looking out for, if they didn't recognise somebody or hadn't seen somebody before, people would come over and introduce themselves, and just a space that was really designed to not make anybody feel uncomfortable, which was really awesome. It was great. There were people there at all stages of their transition and identifying in all different types of ways, and it was really cool. It was really cool. There were a few embarrassing moments. Some 90s dance routines were instigated. It was bad, very bad, but fun, so anyway, enough of that. In other life news, part of the reason I'm making this video now, despite the fact that I can't remember any of the stuff that I said I'd talk about, is so I'm in my office, my work office. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour so that you can see the chaos in which I work. Let me see if I can do this. Hang on. Doobie-doobie-doo. So, this is my desk. I basically, I work in just chaos, and one of the books that's been sat on my desk for ages, because often what you do is you cherry pick the book that you can read quite quickly or whatever. And this book, I knew that I'd have to read lots of it because I knew that it would, Anyway, I only got published last month, and I finally got round to it, and I read the first 8 pages, and it's my entire thesis, all the sources I'm using, all the questions I'm asking, all of the methodological and theoretical approaches. It's my whole thesis, which is a problem. I won't lie, it's quite a big problem. So I'm seeing my supervisor on Thursday, and hopefully we'll be able to salvage the situation. Because if we can't, then I don't have a thesis to write. If I don't have a thesis to write, then I don't have a PhD to get. If I don't have a PhD to get, then I'm out of a job. So it's a problem, but hopefully one that I'll be fixing. So it's all right. But what I actually wanted to talk about for my 2 months was the psychological changes of tea, or the things that I've noticed changing in my life more generally. How tea has... Anyway, you get the point. Because the physical changes, it's much of a muchness, there's some stuff that I don't talk about on YouTube, and everything that should have started has started in terms of hair growth and whatever, and it just takes time, so, there's not really much to say, but I've noticed that I get really, it bothers me that I don't pass well enough. It does bother me, and I've had an awful lot of reassurance and support from a number of people who I know, most of them trans or queer identified, but I know them in real life, and they've been really supportive and really kind and really reassuring, but it sort of doesn't stop the fact that 9 times out of 10 I'm getting called, she and her, and just little markers that let you know you've been read as female. So that's been really getting me down, and there were 2 particular instances, one where a lady was a little tactless in the way she chose to speak to me and inquire, or not to me, but to a friend that I was out with at the time, and it kind of really upset me, fucked me up a bit. And then the next night I went out to a club with my girlfriend. It was a gay club, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I swear this guy just walked in off the street, because he was still in like his winter coat and scarf, and he was hitting on my partner, and I basically went over, gave my partner a huge smile, and just sort of went in between her and him, facing her. And he turned around and said, "Oh, is that your girlfriend?" And she said, "No, that's my boyfriend." And he just put out his hands and started groping my chest. And I said, "That's invasive and massively inappropriate," which I think was a fairly restrained response. And he squared right up to me and said, "What the fuck else? Like, oh no, how the fuck else did you expect me to check?" Which really, really upset me. But the interesting thing is that normally I would have been really angry for like an hour and then been calm again, maybe cried, maybe shouted, maybe, but instead I just felt rage, like real rage and aggression and like really violent temper. And so I just took myself away from the situation. I was just like, I am leaving now, this instant, now. She would have been fine, she was with other friends. And I sort of said, you can come with or not, but I'm not staying in this situation or this environment, and it really upset me like 2-3 days later, it really bothered me. I've got different emotional responses which seem sort of a little bit unpredictable at the moment. and I think, yeah, I'm just getting a bit more messed up about people's reactions. If people's reactions are bad, but that's not to say that I'm unhappy. I mean, I'm responding really well to tea, really enjoying myself, feeling overall much better about everything, really. Just a shame there are some total out there. Never mind. This is getting really long. Okay, so I'm gonna go and try and salvage my thesis, I guess. I may make a second video to this because I've waffled and there was other stuff that I wanted to say but I can't remember what it was. Okay, bye bye everyone.